Yo, we gonna get it in. We get it in. We gonna get it in. We get it in. So, upon entry to the room, you must hit the like button. We're gonna talk about Tyre Nichols a little bit, but we're not just gonna stay on that subject. You know, we gotta start titling these videos certain titles so we could slide past the algorithm. Yo, so if this is your first time to this channel, or if this is your last time to this channel, hit the like button, share this video. You already know the drill. Welcome to another episode where we go into political tirades of little to none to no meaning in the scope of eternity. No, that's just a real long way of saying that deep shh. Stop playing. Okay? All right? I like how everybody came in here and started hitting that like button. I like that. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I got my Suge Knight shoot on. I'm feeling like Suge right now. No, actually, I'm not feeling like Suge right now because I'm outside. No dig to Suge. You know what I'm saying? Free Suge, right? So, yeah, man. So this ain't even gonna be no long drawn out whoop de wop. You know what I mean? We just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So, Tyre Nichols. Who is Tyre Nichols? 29-year-old black man born in Sacramento from Cali. Somehow, some way, ended up in Memphis and murdered by 5 police. Right. Let's see. On January 7th, 2023, 5 black police officers from the Memphis Police Department in Tennessee severely beat Tyre Nichols, a 29-year-old black man, during a traffic stop. Nichols was hospitalized in critical condition and died 3 days later. Just catching you up, in case you ain't heard, in case you've been under a rock. 3 days later, okay, so the young man passed away. There was not really an uproar until the video footage was released. And see how we got 6 people in here and 6 likes? This is how y'all get the videos y'all want. I'm working on the Akashic Records video right now because we got 100%. Y'all finna do 100% again? Oh, y'all working. That's what I'm saying. If y'all work, I'ma work. If y'all work, I'm gonna work. Straight up. I'm not playing. Okay, so Tyre Nichols was stopped for reckless driving, right? So we already know that does not constitute a fucking ass whipping of that magnitude, not at all. Tyre Nichols, 29-year-old black man, was beaten by Memphis police officers for roughly 3 minutes on the evening of January 7th after he was stopped for what the police initially said was reckless driving. The stop escalated into a violent confrontation that ended with Mr. Nichols hospitalized in critical condition. And then he passed away, unfortunately. Now, we're going to take a deep dive a little bit, but not too deep because it ain't that deep. Right? So, he was probably trying to run home. He was less than 100 yards, a football field length distance away from his home. I would yell out for my mama too. I would try to run too. Remember, the human conditions when going through some type of traumatic experience is going to give you the sensation of fight or flight. This is why I can't see how any law enforcement officer can say that he was fleeing, so I have the right to shoot him. Because by nature, we're either going to fight or we're going to run. It's only 2 options. Okay? Even curling up in the ball, getting your ass whooped is a form of running. But nonetheless, the reason why I started this video, or the reason why I decided to go with this topic, because I don't really do social topics here on this channel. I may start doing them a lot more though, just to feed the algorithm. But in this case, um, I have something to say about it. Now, and we're gonna take a deep dive. Don't worry, we're gonna jump off the diving board straight into the deep end. I hope two things come from this scenario. The first thing is that I hope the fact that this happened by the hands of five uh, melanated beings, or what you want to call African Americans, who took the life of this black, young black man at the young age of 29. We don't see Black Lives Matter yet, or if we will, right? We don't see them. We probably won't see them in good riddance, right? We don't see a lot of protests like worldwide, like we did in the George Floyd case, and rightfully so, because this has a little different dynamic. We can't say that this was caused because of racist police, but we can say that it was caused by the institution of racism. Okay, we can say that because the police in general um, have a history um, of uh, even the inception of where the police come from slave catching. Okay, slave catching. Um, Up until now, has had the same narrative. Okay, um, a lot of melanated lives lost at the hands of those uh, enforcing policies of this institution that we call racism. So I hope that the positive thing that comes out of this, one of the positive things, is that we see that Black Lives Matter even at the hands of black men taking our lives. So it's not just white men or Caucasian men or any other type of race of men that ultimately take the lives of black males. It's even when we take the lives of black males. It's still an injustice. And it's not even about the police. It's about gangbangers. It's about disciples. It's about Crips. It's about Bloods. It's about mob. It's about all that shit when you see black men taking the lives of black men. That's the point. I hope now that we can see it's us doing the job of our oppressors. That it's even more of a tragedy when it's us doing it. Do you feel that way? Or is it just me? Huh? So I hope that's one of the things that come out of this. That we start to see that it's all bad across the board. Okay? I had a dream. I'm sorry. I start feeling like but like Martin. You know what I'm saying? So, and the second thing that I hope that comes out of this is that we realize that protesting does nothing. This is why you don't see protests across the world or nationwide in every major city right now, because I think it's starting to sink in that this don't do nothing. God bless the parents of that young man first before I say this, and condolences. But what baffles me is how do two parents that lost their child calmly say, we want peaceful protests, you shouldn't even be thinking about that. That's what makes me scratch my head about a lot. It's like, why are you even thinking about that? That shouldn't even be your concern. And we see this narrative happen every time we see a death at the hands of some type of injustice. That the family comes out and says, "People, who cares?" I don't understand that, but it's really not for me to understand because I haven't been put in those shoes. But me just imagining being in those shoes, huh? What? Nigga, tear this mother. Now we finna go deep. We finna dive in deep. Slow motion this side. Hmm. Let me leave Ralph alone, man. Man, I can't watch. I watch a Ralph Smart video. I can't get past 4 minutes, man. I mean, I'm subscribed to him, so I'm not knocking him. His thumbnails be fire though. Like, oh, okay. I can't get past 5 minutes. I'll be like, damn. I don't know what it is. It's not like he's. It's not like he on some bullshit. I just can't do it. Slow motion. Or when you're looking at the fabric of the physical existence. I love when I start my deep shit off with the fabric of physical existence. When you look at the fabric of physical existence, right? Just like how I've been saying in the last few videos, man, a lot of things that happen to us, to me, to you, to society, it's being puppeteered by energies and forces outside of this realm. It's highly possible that there's energies and forces outside of this realm that is making these things happen to advance the consciousness of a certain group or all of us. Like I said, one thing that I want to see happen is for us to realize what we're doing to ourselves. This could be the works of people who live in the fourth dimension. I call them the Adjustment Bureau. But from what I'm learning as time goes on, that there are many different groups that live in this fourth dimensional dimension. We'll just say fourth dimension or just fourth dimensional landscape. This area, there's many. There's so many. Um, Man, I don't even want to go into it right now. That's for a whole other video. But yeah, but everyone that's in that dimensional construct have an agenda, and they're kind of going. They're not warring with each other, but they are through us. You see what I'm saying? Like we are their chess pieces. You see what I'm saying? So we're acting out their battles. You see. So when they say that a certain people is God's chosen people, well, that's a story of a group of fourth dimensional extraterrestrials. We'll just call them extraterrestrials. Or we should be more specific. And here's a hint to the next video: inner terrestrials. Ah, you got to go within before you go without. Right? So, I'll give you another hint. In the Vedas, in the Vedic pantheon, when they talk about the great sky wars, a lot of these sky gods did actually retreat underground and inside the earth. The reason why they retreated inside the earth It's because you got to go within so you can go without. So space travel and all that ain't about a ship flying nowhere. You got to go within to get about. We'll go into that in the next video. So, yeah, I just hope that we're on the winning side. Well, actually, I know that we're on the winning side. Wait a minute. Somebody didn't hit the warp zone, and they talk about the next video. Oh shit, y'all in here dropping straight science. Okay, so Kael, I don't know if I'm saying that right. He's talking about Shambhala. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Or BKA, better known as Shangri-La. Right? Let's get it. Um JC34 says as above, so below. Yup. See, I didn't really understand. We don't really understand how deep that is. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek into the next video. It's kind of like the upside down in Stranger Things. It's not that, okay, inside the earth is it's like a dimensional warp. So when you go inside the earth, even though technically you're going inside the earth, once you're in there, you're not inside the earth no more, you're just somewhere else. So so long story short, when flat earthers where flat earthers start, they have a good concept of what it is, but they don't really understand because there is no up or down or left or right. That doesn't exist. That only exists from a standpoint of perspective of where you are on this plane, on this planet. But once you start going into dimensions, directions go out the door. There's no up, down, in, or out. It's just movement. See what I'm saying? There's no north, south, east, or west, up or down. There is direction, but not that. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you know? Nigga, they told me. That's how I know. Feel me? Shit, we almost at 100%. Y'all try to. I like that. I like that. We coming in and we getting the job done, man. I appreciate everybody that came into the room and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do. I promise. I'm giving y'all too much of the next video, cause y'all earned the next video. The next video, I'm supposed to be doing it right now, but I'm gonna turn it in. I'm gonna go to sleep a little early tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually doing laundry. I might take y'all with me to go go put my clothes in the dryer, man. To be honest, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, cause they should be done washing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So let's see. See what we got. It's not meant to be literal, is it? What's not meant to be literal? As above, so below. Yep. 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 Because that's funny. I'm gonna start talking about the next video. So so when you talk about the Akashic records, right? You talk about the Akashic records, right? Akash means in Sanskrit, it means sky or atmosphere. Akash means that, right? But Madame Blavatsky coined this phrase, the Akashic records, man. So what they're trying to relay is that there is a realm of thought. There's a realm of thought and ideas that are just in in the quote unquote atmosphere or just some other place. But let's just say that that place is what we call the sky. Not really, not literally, right? But does that place also have a physical representation? Is there a physical place of the Akashic records? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Honey and Water says everything seems to be both literal and figuratively and metaphorically. Right. I was going to do a short, and I still might do the short. I was going to say that everything that you can think of, and everything that I can think of, and everything that everybody can think of, really exists at the same time, everywhere. Yeah, it does. And that's what the Akashic records kind of really boils down to. Everything is possible, and everything has an answer, and everything has a question, and it's in a realm. So if you say it like, oh, if you ask yourself a question, it's because it exists. You already know. You're just trying to pull it. Akashic records. So it exists figuratively until it is literally Akashic records. It's a pull. You're pulling. Because you could say there's a planet right now with green lizards that have purple palms and orange eyes, and they walk and they talk and they speak Ebonics, whatever that is. You could say that, and just because it's a thought, there's a planet that exists. Just somewhere else. I pulled it. I just pulled it. That's Akashic records, for real. You don't think it exists on your realm, but it exists because you just pulled it. That's what thoughts are. All thoughts are connected to the Akash, right? Let's start at the beginning. JC says, ooh, a lot of double meanings because Mars transiting Gemini. Raquel says, peace. Marco the Prophet. I was in the process of trying to be Chicago police, but shit seemed to be messy and corrupt. I'll stick to lab tech. Yo, that's deep that you said that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I understand. Michael prays for you. You think there's a Stargate within the Earth? Yes. You go, Michael. You're making me tell the whole thing of the next video. Yes, yes, and the way that it works is, um, um, electromagnetism from stars to stars, and I even believe that planets are involved too. So, for example, the way that we see the reflection of light on planets or off of planets, that's that's the path to travel to that planet. feel me? So the light that reflects off of that planet onto this planet is the path. But in order to travel on that light, you have to do it through electromagnetism, through what we so foolishly call the Earth's core. But it's not a core, it's like a star. Um, it's like a So when you go inside and you flip to upside down land, um, that whole realm in there is a dimension. It's the fourth dimension. So even though outside of that the Earth's surface is third dimensional, inside is the fourth dimension, and that's why things are different. Um, Gravity's not the same. Um, uh, Time don't really exist like we know it. That's why um, a lot of ancient beings that um, walked the planet before, they're now quote unquote inside. They're still alive because time is not the same there. And in the next video, I'm gonna tell you who down there, and I'm gonna tell you this. So they call it, you know, you'll hear in religious books of hell, and they'll say that hell is somewhere down somewhere. Da, da, da. That's just to keep you from knowing. That's to keep you from even thinking about traveling internal or inside the earth, because that's where it's going down at. It's cracking for real. We got 18 people in here and 12 likes. You better dig deep inside y'all hearts and hit that thumbs up button. That's deep. Yo, let's go. Then wouldn't it be, well, CD's bills? I thought it said something else at first. Then wouldn't it be in the best interest of those that control this plane to implant thoughts to guide this reality? I said that in the beginning. I said I, I said that in the beginning. I don't know if you were here. I said that even with all the stuff that happens, it's beings that are controlling this, and those beings are fourth dimensional beings that live inside the earth. You want to call them extraterrestrials, but more accurately, they're interterrestrials that come from out. But they before like if an extraterrestrial came here, they're not gonna fly through the sky like that. That's not what's happening. That's not what's going on. Um, and my signal might get kind of weird. So what happens is they travel on those light paths from different planets or different stars, and they arrive inside the Earth. From inside the Earth, they come out through the waters or through mountains and shit like that with ships. That's the only way that they can fuck around out here. If that makes any sense. Smell like fish. I'm finna go put my clothes in the dryer and shit, you know what I'm saying? Smell like fish. Let's see what y'all talking about. JC34 says, I happened for the first time last night. I'm going to rewatch a few times. What y'all talking about? A solar plexus become their sun. Becomes whose son? Honey Water, who you talking about? Oh, they're talking about the Wakanda movie. I ain't seen. Or no. Look at y'all all in my business. Where he at? Where he? The Batcave. I'm Batman. See what we got, son. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to rock. Alright. Going some clothes right. I can't see the live chat. I can't see the live chat. I can't see the live chat. I guess I'm gonna have to cut this live off. I can't see y'all chat.